Hello everyone, it is Nati and I am here today with an update on my Pandos eyeshadows. This is the one project that is going well for me. So I am pretty excited about it. But last time we had rolled in 3 eyeshadows, one that I handpicked. I'm actually gonna roll again this time around, but I will randomize everything. But let's go over kind of what I've used and what goals I have hit. So the first one we had rolled is from the Lurella Ugly Christmas Sweater palette. This is their Christmas palette, but it looks like this. I don't have pans in this because this is honestly a brand new to me palette, but the shade I was working on is that green shade right here. It is called Elf. I really enjoyed this shade. Let me swatch it for you so you can see. Obviously did not hit pan on that because I was, working on a brand new shade. But I did use this 15 times, so this one will be rolling out of here. So I'm going to set that aside. And then the other shade, I'm technically working on this, but I only have 4 more uses. So I'm just going to roll it out because I will for sure hit 4 more uses before next update. So, but this is the shade Los Angeles from the Mented Every Night eyeshadow. So it looks like this right here. You can see I do have some hard pan, but you can see above the hard pan I've got a decent dip going on there. So hopefully I can either hit pan in those 4 uses or at least get those 15 uses. So let me swatch that so you can see what that kind of looks like. But it's this beautiful reddish copper shade. Really like that. And then the last shade, this is the one that I hand picked, but this is from the Lethal Cosmetics with Jolena. This is the shade Scandal, and I did in fact hit pan. So since I cheated and I picked this shade, and this is from the that palette in order. I did have that one pan now in that project. Spoiler alert, I have yet to hit pan on that one, but that's the one I'm focusing on now. But hit pan on that one, and I hit pan on this one with 16 uses, and I have continued using it to like kind of make that pan a little larger. So that one will be technically rolling out, although I'll probably still be using that shade, but not as a part of this project. So anyways, those are those goals. Let's go ahead and re-roll, and we're going to roll 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is a roll palettes. So my only rules with this is I don't want to roll in a shade that is too similar to something I'm already working in, or a shade that is in something that is currently in one of these projects. So let's roll a palette on here. We're going to roll 3 and then I'll go get them. Ooh, okay. Glamlight Wonka palette. And we're going to roll again for another palette. Oh, ColourPop Big Poppy. That'll be fun. And then the last palette we're going to roll for this. Oh, Shroud Butte Bean. Perfect. So let me get those palettes and then we will randomize the shades. So give me a second. Okay, so we are back with those 3 palettes. Let's start with the Butte Bean. So this is the original one that she did with Shroud. Shroud is kind of like no longer doing things, or I don't know what's going on with them. But anyways, this is that palette. This one already has a pan because I did use that for a pan, those eyeshadows, like years ago. So this is what this looks like. So we have 8 shades available. So let me find my phone. Okay, so technically this one that is Freaking Bats has 8 available shades I can pull because one of them already has pan. So we are going to generate the number. Okay, and so we get 8. So that will be this shade right here. It's called Grim. So that's what we'll be working on. We'll see how I fit that in with my Pound That palette. Let me swatch that one. It's very pretty, but it's more of a blue shade. So we'll see. We'll have that. So that's the one we are working on. Then we have the Willy Wonka palette from Glamlight, and this one has how many? So this one has, I cannot math, 18? And it looks like this. It is pretty new. I haven't used it very much, but I like it. So let me go over here. And we're going to randomize 1 through 18. They're all fair game. So here we go. Get random number. And we got 2. Oh, that's a pretty one. So it's going to be this shade right here called Oompa Loompa. It's very, very pretty. I don't know how these colors will work together. I don't think they will, but it's like that, kind of like a shimmery pink. The camera does not do it justice, but it's kind of like pink with purple shifty shimmers. But that's what we'll work on for that. And then my the other palette is kind of a mess because I depotted it, but it was what did we say it was? ColourPop Big Poppy. So that's the matte, like orangey shades. I depotted that and I have that just in here. But it's kind of mixed with a bunch of stuff. But it'll be these smaller circular pans, so all orangish. So there's 9 available of those. So let me go ahead and roll 1 through 9 and we'll see what we get. So here we go, generating a random number. 3. So 1, 2, 3. So I think based on how it was set up in the palette, I believe it'll be this shade right here. So this color story clearly will not be working well together, playing well together. We'll have to see how I do this, but those are my colors. So again, my goals are to use them 15 times or hit pan, whichever comes first. In this case, it'll probably be the usage goal just because I have not used these a ton. With the shroud though, this is more of a matte, so, well, actually no, it's a shimmer. With shroud and the shimmers, when I did use 0, I did hit pan. So we'll see. Maybe we can hit pan, maybe not. But those are the ones I will be working on. So wish me luck, and I'll see ya for the first update.